Hello, welcome back to Trailer Trash. It's interesting because you know what movie I keep bringing up, at least twice in Trailer Trash, Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds, and wouldn't you know it, War of the Worlds trailer comes up on Movie Trailer Source. Let's check it out.
Hey. See, you took the Sunday graveyard shift again. Dad, when's the last time you left the office?
Wait, so it's War of the Worlds, but like a hacking movie? Like how I'm trying to figure out how this ties together to alien invasion. Like it's an interesting, I could see that angle, like someone's a hacker and somehow that maybe gives them an edge against alien life, but also they'd be the first to kind of catch that something's going on if the aliens are covert about it. Maybe, but it's quite the far cry from H.G. Wells' original work, you know?
That's classified. The surveillance.
They lie. Anonymous says so. Are we sure this isn't just a film adaptation of Watch Dogs? So that's what it's looking like.
Industrial complex is collecting massive amounts of data with the Goliath program. Our most precious resource on Earth is data. And data is food for the superior intelligence.
Dad, have you seen this? Have you seen this?
Okay, so maybe it's just an interesting sort of frame to build this story upon, I guess, because he's just on his computer, just hacking the world, hacking the planet, if you will. And that's what the aliens are doing. But he's like getting this information just from his computer, maybe? But still, it's going to affect him eventually, so what's the point?
Can you tell yet what they're comprised of?
No, sir. I've never seen anything like this.
Eyewitness video is coming in from all over the world.
It's very Cloverfield and also reminds me a lot of VHS. This is like a bit they would do in the VHS movies. I mean, they kind of did that with the face cam short. But yeah, alien invasion just from the perspective of a guy just browsing the internet. Like
Terrifying machines rising out of these meteors.
Get away from that! Get out of there!
oh wait, but they're making this whole thing about data is what they're there for. But then it says you are the harvest. Which, yeah, that is true to at least other movies I've seen of it. I have read it. I just don't remember any of it. Yeah, they come to Earth to harvest us, right? But what's the whole deal with data? Like, the humans are the data, not the internet? Like, this guy's whole thing, I don't know, it's odd. The theming here is baffling. Wait a second. I track location, initiate raid, and loop you in, sir. Sir, I have NASA on site. Chicago FBI team need air support. We are under attack. Oh no, he did a typo. Maybe, yeah, it's classified what he's doing. Yeah, again, why? Is the twist gonna be like he woke up from a coma and this had already happened? No, that doesn't make any sense. The twist is, I don't know, there's some twist going on here. And the twist not being that the aliens' one weakness is the diseases on our planet that we've adapted to. Life forms on the planet adapted to, but they can't, so they slowly die out. That, again, I think is true to the book. But that can't be the twist here because, again, Man, it's like Independence Day. He's gonna be like, I'll give him a virus, right?
I'm coming for you now!
Yeah, it's so bizarre. That's the last thing I expected for a War of the Worlds adaptation, to be completely in the perspective of somebody watching it on their computer. I mean, I could see them going places with it, I guess. But I mean, how long until he has to leave, right? Like this shot here where it was, did he say, I'm going to come and get you now?
I'm coming for you now!
I'm coming for you now, he says on webcam with his phone out. It's like, are you? Or are we just going to see the rest of this movie from this perspective still? I don't know. I mean, that's also kind of an interesting idea. Again, kind of going back to the VHS short where, you know, you just have the webcam perspective, but the person gets up and leaves, but you're still on that perspective, but eventually you'll see them because you're still focusing on the person they're heading towards, right? Spoilers for that short. I mean, if anybody even knows what I'm talking about. But yeah, weird. Very bizarre. I mean, unique, different. Wouldn't expect it to be called War of the Worlds, though. Let's see what the comments have to say. Top comment, it's worse than you think. A direct quote from a critic? Ice Cube sits down for an entire film. Is it? Wait, that's Ice Cube? I gotta find a better shot of him. Oh yeah, you know what? I could see it. Huh. the sequel to Day After Friday, was it? Wait. Next Friday? Was it the sequel? This is the third in the trilogy. He's got a job. He's in IT. It's just another Friday. Tom Cruise one came out 20 years ago, yet somehow looks better. I mean, I get where they're going for. The found footage, you know, again, kind of locks you in a weird perspective that you can't escape from, and you're just seeing it through Ice Cube's eyes. But yeah, it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't look good. Again, you can't top the sheer horror that the Spielberg one gave me, just with the idea of human beings, large groups of human beings panicking, and just chaos that ensues from that. And it's terrifying every time I have to bring it up, and it gives me the chills. H.G. Wells is like a centrifuge spinning in his bloody grave right now. So that's pretty good. Again, I don't remember anything from the original story, but I mean, it's not like that other one. Wasn't there another War of the Worlds movie, but it was like we invade a planet sort of thing? It had one of the Baldwins in it, maybe. You guys remember that? I remember covering a trailer like that. At least it's not that. At least it's the tripods. It's them harvesting humans. Again, the twist will probably be they just slowly die out because they can't get used to our environment. Just a theory, but I think only the scenes with Ice Cube are actually real, while everything happening on the computer screens is AI-generated content. Okay. Why? And I guess that's all I got. Why? They're testing him? Well, it's like a Black Mirror episode then. Like, freak somebody out with content. Like, make them think, oh my god, it's like the radio program that came out with Orson Welles? Is that right? Orson Welles did an H.G. Wells? I guess I never really thought about that. The radio scare, right? Which supposedly is more overblown than people like to say actually happened. But still, that whole idea, it's like a mass panic from a fictional program. Maybe they're going that direction. It's mass panic from internet. Like, hack the internet and portray the world ending and see people panic. Or maybe, again, just Ice Cube. Because information he knows, maybe that hacker thing has to do with it. Like, they trick him into thinking the world is ending. Because, yeah, it seems kind of odd that it's just like, oh, well, they're hiding information from us all of a sudden here's an alien invasion. Like what? seems a bit. The timing couldn't be more perfect, you know, unless it's them tricking him into thinking that it's happening. Yeah, I don't know. The low quality CGI might be intentional. Well, now that's just silly. Yes. Yeah, the low quality, just like in Sharknado, the low quality CGI, totally intentional, guys. To hint that what we're seeing is artificially fabricated by an AI, not actual footage, given that Ice Cube's character seems to be a cybersecurity expert, it would make sense that he's the only one interacting with the real world while the rest of the war is a manipulated simulation. If that's true, it's actually a pretty smart way to explore the theme of misinformation and digital deception. Sure, but does it have to be War of the Worlds? Again, I can see the link if we're going the whole old radio program and the history behind that. That is clever, but other than that, like, then again, just write a fucking Black Mirror episode. It doesn't what? Hey, pass the juice. Welcome to Earth. Jesus always steps in at the right moment to save the day. The presentation style seems like an interesting idea, but it doesn't look good. Feels like watching a bunch of found footage movies all at the same time. Like VHS. I mean, I like VHS, though. I freaking love VHS. Stay tuned for more if I feel like it. I don't know. There's only 2 more left on Shudder, I think, and I've done all but them. Might as well, right? Also, it would have been so much better if they used a frame from the trailer instead of AI slop for the thumbnail. Oh, yeah. AI slop for thumbnail again. Yeah. See, you tell me it's War of the Worlds and you show me that, and I get an idea of what the movie should be like, right? Not what they showed me. So, yeah, I'm more, AI slop, et cetera, but I'm more upset by the misdirection here. I really hope this movie is just him in that surveillance room watching it all unfold. If there's something I hate about alien movies, it's when you actually get to see everything clear. I mean, horror movies in general, alien movies and horror movies, yeah, being able to see everything clearly does suck. Biggest complaint about Cloverfield was just the monster just being there. Like, it was so much better when you're just getting glimpses of it. But not only it just being there suddenly next to them, but they didn't notice it, was crawling right up to them. Like, what? It's a gigantic thing, and they're just too busy, I don't know, freaking out because there's a giant thing, but they didn't know where it was. I don't know. But yeah, I agree with that. But again, I fail to see how they're going to pull that off, especially when they're just straight up showing in the trailer him being like, I'm going to come get you. How? Thanks for the reminder, ... It's bin day tomorrow, and I almost forgot to take the trash out to the curb. I'll place it right next to this. It's pretty good. Only I can't pin whether or not they're British or not, because they say bin day. It sounds British, but then they say they're going to take the trash out. They don't call it. They call it rubbish. We speak England here in English. I mean, wait. What if instead of sitting in one place watching Invasion, Ice Cube is running around trying to get his kid? Like, he brings a special phone, portable laptop, or some sort of high-tech device that would let him do surveillance work on the go. The world's ending. Why would he still need to... Data-seeking tripods are able to detect when tech is being used, and every time he uses it to locate his kid and make sure she's all right, he broadcasts his location. Every time he checks, he has to move or hide. And we get the scene similar to the basement in 2005 version. Oh, yeah. I forgot about the basement scene. I mean, that basement scene. I was thinking... I always remember the Tim Robbins basement scene. That's again, great movie. I don't know. I mean, that's also an interesting idea, but obviously the concept is, again, like the last person said, you're just stuck there. You don't see everything, even though you kind of basically see everything, like the tripods and stuff are kind of in clear view regardless of the perspective you're locked into, but that's probably the concept. Again, it's a Black Mirror episode, but found footage. Think, the VHS movies again. It's funny, too, because a lot of people are referring back to the Spielberg 2005 movie, and it's that whole song and dance again, where it's people didn't like the 2005 one, and sure, it's got its flaws, its faults, its problems. You know, and I've always liked it, but again, something I like, and suddenly everybody's like, actually, you know what? It's not that bad because something worse came out. I hate that shit. It's happened with Star Wars. It's apparently happening with this. It's terrible. Anyway, yeah, the War of the Worlds, bonkers. What a bonkers idea, but there it is. Thanks for watching.